What up, my guys? Welcome to another show, man. NBA Talk with J Money, Sharks in Sports. We got my guy Ronald Cabang here. We got the top vibes in here, the energy going, man. We're trying to give out some cash, man. Free NBA picks every single day. Striving to have the best NBA show out there, man. Sharks is my guy Shark. What's up with you, brother? Everything cool with you?
Well, taking a breath. This is my new thing. Because we get so aggressive on the intro, I feel like my heart rate's going up. It's like a mini workout here. January 6, 2022, Thirsty Thursday, 4-game slate, NBA payday, J Money, the Shark, Ronald Cabang. Welcome to the show. We appreciate you coming on. How's it going today, brother?
Man, it's going well, man. I'm really excited to be here. I'm a big fan of you guys and the show in general.
Appreciate you, Ronald. If you can, man, let the people know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Where you come from. Let them know what's up, brother, because it's your first time on the show. People probably like, who's my guy here? Is a cool guy.
Yeah. I'm actually from the SportsMemo. We're partnered with Wager Talk. I was number one at SportsMemo last season as an NBA capper. I got my guys over 80 plus units on the season. I'm on the leaderboard for the current season. I'm in the top 5 right now. And January is actually when I started to really hit my stride to the top last year. So I'm feeling good about it and ready to get on another run. Yeah,
let's get to it, Shark. As you know, Ronald, you've seen the show before too. We're straight to business, right? So first game of the day, my guys, we're going straight to the streets of New York, the cold streets, the grimy streets of New York here. We got the Knickerbockers. This line opened up at pick or 1, either way. It's 1.5 now for the Celtics here, Shark. I like the Celtics in this one, guys. I'll tell you that right now. Started off with this one. I would let them go, but this is my play of the day. Celtics minus 1.5. Top play. Last 4 games, they went to New York on a back-to-back, coming off a loss. They've cashed. They like to right the ship. They obviously are the much better team this year as well. They've shown it. The Knicks have shown some inconsistencies, my guys. The consistency to the inconsistent. I like the Celtics here to bounce back. It is on the back-to-back here, Shark. But I do like the Celtics minus 1.5 top play in this one. I appreciate you putting the hat on for me as well.
We like green. We like green money. And Boston Celtics coming here to MSG. National game, TNT. Obviously, a divisional rivalry game. This, for me, is going to be a tight line. Just look at the last 2 games, 138, 134 in the opener on a minus 2.5 Knicks, double overtime. I think that tells you a story of how close this game could be. Then it came back to Boston. Boston jumped up to a strong minus 6. They won the game by 7 points. So this, again, is telling you a story of razor-sharp environments. I couldn't talk you off the Celtics here. The Knicks are in shambles. The Knicks are inconsistent. The Knicks can't get there down the stretch. I've said this now for 2 months. These are the most unpredictable teams in the league, 1 and 1A. So when they're playing each other, I try to avoid the game. I think the top look for me here, if I had to play anything, would be the under. Last year, they went under 3 times, 105-75, 101-99, and 96-92 last game of the season with all the backups in for the Celtics. 2 bloated totals here so far. Of course, double overtime, but that game was 232 over 219 in regulation. Then it came back 221 over 209 in Boston. The under would be the top look, nothing official. And Ronald, welcome to the show. Comments, please.
Yeah, man. I actually agree with both of you guys. And I know Knicks had the rest advantage here, but they're going to be without Kemba and Rose again. And they kind of struggled offensively, without those guys. The Celtics, they'll be on the second half of back-to-back games, going from home yesterday to road today. Brown and Tatum played 35-plus minutes yesterday, but Tatum was, 6 for 20 yesterday. And I think he could have a bounce-back game. I do lean with the under with you too, Shark. The Knicks have been a strong under team lately, going 5 of 6, 5 under in 5 of their last 6 games, and they haven't even been close either. They went under by an average of 24.6 points per game in those unders. So that's a huge difference there. And the Celtics, they tightened their defense up defensively after losses. They're 12-7 to the under following losses this season, allowing just 104 points per game. And I think for those reasons, I kind of lean with you guys. I like the Celtics, a bounce back spot for Tatum, and then the under here with the even though the total's been steamed down a little bit, I still lean the under.
Yeah, exactly. I like Celtics today, guys. Top place, Celtics -1.5. They are 4-1 against the spread last 5 meetings in New York. The Knicks are also 0-5 against the spread last 5 games as a home underdog. Also 0-7 against the spread last 7 as an underdog. Period, guys. It's going to be 0-8 today. Like the Celtics to win this game. Get back to right the ship tonight, guys. Let's go over here to the streets of Memphis. Here we got the Memphis Grizzlies laying 12.5, total of 218. Guys. Shark, what we liking in this one, my guy? We faced the Pistons yesterday. Do they bounce back today, or what are we doing?
Jay said it. Consistency to the inconsistency. And I said, we're going to go stinky on this one. Official play, Detroit plus 12.5. I have to take a breath as I go through this. I was very quick on that. We're going to take a step back here. Go through the Pistons. Very interesting stuff. Last 3 times the Pistons have had a back-to-back scenario, 3rd and 4. They cratered in the front end and covered in the back end. I bring you back to, I believe, the beginning of November, a non-cover against the Philadelphia 76ers. They came back the following day and covered against the Nets. The zone I'm really honed in on here today is an outright blowout loss against Cleveland, 98-78, which is very similar to a 29-point loss to Charlotte last night. Then they proceeded to travel the next night and beat Toronto at plus 7.5, 127-121. The last one was another outright win against Miami on a 3rd and 4 back-to-back at home after a crater zone the previous day against Houston. You look at the other side of this, Memphis is in the ultimate dead zone of their calendar. They come in here 6-0 straight up in the last 6, 2 road covers, a scrappy cover against Cleveland. They have 1 home game in between 2 road wins before they go on the road to Crypto.com Center for a back-to-back scenario against the Clippers and the Lakers, and then a national game against the Warriors after that. If there was ever a time to fade Memphis, it would be here. Drawing you back to last year, Detroit in Memphis lost 109-95. However, they were tied in the middle of the 4th quarter and just cliff-dove. And then they proceeded to beat Memphis in Detroit. We always talk about this. Detroit plays similar games versus similar teams. They usually get hammered by Milwaukee. The Knicks always hammer them. I think they match up well here against Memphis. I think Desmond Bane might be out tonight. I think Brooks might be coming back. We have roster ambiguity, one-off sandwich spot of all sandwich spots. Official play, Detroit plus 12.5, 1 unit. Ronald?
Yeah, I like that. I think a lot of people here are going to look at the Grizzlies here just because they've been hot, right? They won 6 straight games. They covered five of them. In that 6-game span, the Grizzlies are 5th in offensive rating and 6th in defensive rating. The Pistons are the total opposite, 25th in offensive rating, 24th in defensive rating. They're going to look back at the Grizzlies, right? They've only had 2 other games where they're favored by double digits, favored by 11.5 against the Rockets on the November 15th, and they won by 34. And they were favored by 11 against the Thunder on December 2nd. They won by 73 points. So they're going to look at these things and be like, oh, man, Grizzlies all day. But the Pistons, they have been pretty good as double-digit dogs this season. They're 9-4 against the spread as double-digit dogs this season. They're going to get some reinforcements today. I think Stewart's going to be back. Maybe Frank Jackson and some other guys. And like you said, like the roster ambiguity on the Memphis side, if Bane is out, that's a big scorer, and Dillon coming back from a layoff. So I think I'm torn with this one just because the Grizzlies did do well as double-digit favorites, but at the same time, I think signs are pointing to the Pistons here. I haven't put a bet on it yet, but that's the lean here.
Gotcha. I appreciate everybody in the chat as well. People saying Pistons trash, we can't take them. Other people saying, hey, I like the Pistons, but can't put money on them. Other people saying, hey, there's a spot to play every single team. Vitalis and Nelwyn saying that John Morant's usage will go up. If Bane is, I'm with you guys. If Bane, he is doubtful today, is likely not playing. It's gonna be tough, right? Because if you've been watching the Grizzlies, it's been Morant, it's been Bane. These guys are liable to go off any night, especially when Morant was out. Bane has just been, he has to get the most improved player of the year, guys. Absolutely has to. He's a baller. They were now one of their big 3 over there. So I'm not landing. It's up to 13 now. Looking at the Wager Talk live odds screen, it's touching 13 now at a few places. 99% of the money on the Grizzlies. Obviously, I mean the money discrepancies will vary precise, but we know this is gonna be a fish special. Everybody's on the Grizzlies here. I like the Pistons, and they're also 11-2 against the spread last 13 games, coming off an ATS loss. It's just one of those scrappy teams. They play hard for their coach, and they're getting double digits them there all the time. They can keep this game close and lose it by around 7 to 8 points. I'm right with my guy Shark with this one. I'm taking the Pistons plus the 13, my guys. Likely will only go up from here. And like you say, it's a one-off game. 2 straight road games. You come back to the house for one game. Now you're back on the road too. They don't give a damn about this game, man. They're going here and win by 1 point, and they're happy as hell. You see what I'm saying? Let's go to the next game here, Shark. Well, we're going to the streets of New Orleans here. We're going to go get some seafood, some gumbo or something here. Zion, where the buffet at, man? You game about 20. Nah, I'm messing. Now, guys, I'll tell you, I tweeted out last night, Steph Curry is not playing this game. I know it moved from 6 down to 2.5. It will likely move even more. That's the unfair thing. He's still kind of questionable, doubtful. When they say he's out, obviously this line will move even more. Some money will come in on the Pelicans here, Shark. Total has come down from 220 down to 212 as well. You like anything in this one?
Yeah, and I see the guys in the chat. I do not own a Pistons hat. I will be ordering one this afternoon to continue the good vibes. I also don't own the second play of the day. I might need to order this one too. This could be a 2-hat purchase day. Official play, New Orleans Pelicans plus 2.5. A lot going on here. You look at New Orleans, right? They started the season 1-11 straight up. 1-11. Since then, they're playing 500 ball in the last 25 plus games. That's very noteworthy how contaminated their actual flat record is. Go home. They're 8-5 ATS. Their last 3 non-covers were an overtime non-cover against Denver, a backdoor special by 1 against Utah, and a late 4th backdoor by Phoenix. Utah, Denver, and Phoenix, top 4 West. Utah and Phoenix, top 3 West. Dubs come in here on a road back-to-back. Absolute dead zone spot. Steph Curry's probably not going to play. The last time Steph Curry didn't play in this environment, they went into Toronto and got absolutely hammered 119-100. This is also a revenge game. Dubs were 9.5 out west early season and obliterated the Pelicans in that 1-11 sample, 126-85. The line is ultra short. It's telling you the story. This is what the Pelicans do at home. They come out hot, they run you, they play great defense, and they beat you. I think the Pelicans win this game outright. 1 unit plus 2.5. Ronald?
Yeah, I can't talk you off of that. I'm with you there too. Like the Warriors are playing the second of back-to-back road games. I know the Pelicans, like the numbers, it doesn't seem like it makes sense, but this is one of those spot situations where you kind of just want to back the guys that the Pelicans like this. The one way that I was also looking at this was the under, but obviously it went from 220, I think, to 212 now. So we lost a lot of value. I think if you took it early last night, you would have been good. But the following yesterday's game against the Mavs, the Warriors are now 10-1 to the under as away favorites this season, and small sample size on the Pelican side, but they're 2-0 to the under in home games against opponents off no rest. So they do put the clamps on the second game, when they play a team playing their second game back-to-back. So I was strongly leaning the under here, but I think I lost some value there. I should have took it last night, but I'm probably going to sit the total out here. I may lean with you on the Pelicans later on today, though.
Yeah, no, I'm with you guys on that. Heavy leaned for me to the Pelicans. Like I said, unfortunately, you could have got a better number last night as far as with the under as well. I do think this will be an under type of game. You take a look at it, the Warriors smacked the shit out of these boys, 126-85. So you had her, and that was without Ingram as well. I believe Ingram, Jackson Hayes, and maybe one other guy. Maybe they were without Hart. It was one more important guy that they didn't have, got smacked up in Golden State. Now you have the revenge spot at the house where the Pelicans play a lot better. I do think this is a winnable game for them. I know that that it's a back-to-back. I know that the Warriors are 4-1 against the spread coming off of a loss, but these guys are human as well, man. Even if this is still just a regular season. They're going to lose some games. That's why I was telling people yesterday. Yeah, they can lose a game, guys, and they're going to go 82-0 against the spread or straight up. So it's possible they could lose back-to-back. I could only look towards the Pelicans, could only look towards the under in this one, revenge spot, and I do think that the Warriors will have to try to lean on their defense tonight without Curry, even though he hadn't been playing that well, my guys. But last game up, let's get to it. Yeah, heavy lean to the under for me in that Pelicans versus Warriors. Last game up, man, we got the Suns versus the Clippers here, guys. I can't lie to you. My hair is like kind of long. You see what I'm saying? Like I may have to go hit the not the dispensary. You got to go hit the barber shop here, guys. I did take the points with the Clippers tonight. If you can take a look at it, these guys cover spreads up against the Suns. I don't know why. They already beat them earlier this year, smacked them up. It is a revenge spot for the Suns, but the Clippers will remember every single game versus Phoenix. Why? Because they put them out the playoffs last year. They're 18-8 against the spread last 26 meetings. I'm taking the double digits. Smaller play for me, but I did take the Clippers last night. It's down to 10.5. I still like it, taking double digits with the Clippers here. So I think the TNT games will be one favorite, one dog.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily disagree. I'm not involving myself with this game. Clippers are tough to figure out. As you said, Suns revenge game. I don't think the revenge game holds a lot of weight here. As you said, the playoff revenge is probably more important than a one-off in the regular season in the first 35 games. But 10.5 here is just your stock number for Phoenix at home. We've seen it all year. They hover around it. They'll give it back. They'll take it away. They'll just hover around. I think there's a gamble element here I'm not trying to involve myself with. 221, I would lean over. I think the game might open up a little more. The first game was very low scoring. I think this line is telling you a story, as Ronald and I were discussing off the air, about just a market shift. The games are taking on the product the NBA wants to put forth, which is a more paced product, more interesting product, more entertainment product, more 2021 social media product, not 95-86, which we've seen a lot of early season. Over would be my lean, but nothing official here. Ron?
Yeah, I see where you're going with this, Jay, on the Clippers, because the Clippers did just beat the Nets outright as double-digit dogs, so they can definitely do that as double-digit dogs against the Suns. But I'm probably going to stay away from the side here. I am. This was actually the only game I placed a bet on so far today. I'm going with the over here. Obviously the Clippers they're going to be without a few key guys again, most notably Paul George, and there's a significant difference in their team's defensive rating when he's playing versus when he's not. Their defensive rating is 104.6 this season when he's in the lineup, which would be third best in the league. But when he's out, their defensive rating is 114, and that would be tied for second worst in the league. And that'd be tied with the Houston Rockets and only better than the Portland Trailblazers. And they've also gone over the total in 4 of the last 5 games. On the Suns side, they'll be missing DeAndre Ayton again, and when he's out, the Suns' offensive rating it actually increases from 111.9 to 115.1 this season, and the Suns are on a 8-3 run to the over in their last 11 games here. So I took the over this morning.
Yeah, I couldn't talk you off. It's not a bad play, and I'm not a total guy, guys, but I was leaning to the under in this one. I talked it out with my guy Ronald earlier in the show, and I'll probably stay off of it, especially with Batum come back as well. Does help up their offense. Like I said, I like the Clippers even more than taking the total in this game. Over under. Like I hope you cash, Ronald. So both of you guys leaning to the over. Hey, it's definitely probably about to go over here. Let's play this commercial real quick, and then we're about to get to some official plays, my guys.
Have you checked out all the new handicappers at Wager Talk? If not, here's your chance. You can take 50% off your first daily or 3-day all-access purchase at Wager Talk using coupon code TRYWT. Our new roster of experts is 30 deep, covering sports from all around the world, giving you tons of options to choose from. All you have to do to redeem this offer is go to wagertalk.com, choose a handicapper of your choice, and use coupon code TRYWT at checkout, saving 50% on your first purchase.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go and check out Wager Talk, man. Use that promo code, and y'all can get some discounts, man. It's exclusively for this show right here. The promo code is not available anywhere else. Ronald, break them off with your official plays and let them know where they can find you at and your promos on SportsMemo, my brother. Yeah,
so my official play today is going to be that over on the Suns and Clippers game. You can catch me at sportsmemo.com. If anyone is interested, you can get a 3-day all-access pass for $19. You could use the coupon code BANG19. That's BANG19. Again, I was SportsMemo's #1 NBA capper last season. I'm trying to do it again this season. And obviously, you can kind of see how I analyze my games through the show today. So yeah, if you're interested, just hit me up.
Sure. What we doing, my guy?
2 official plays, 8 p.m. Eastern, both. Road Team FedEx Forum, Detroit Pistons plus 12.5, all points and boxes checked. And we're fading the Warriors here. Tough spot. People are saying auto bounce back. We've talked about this for years now, Jay. 1 year for us, but I've talked about it for 5 to 10 on record here. You don't automatically have to bounce back and win in an 82-game calendar. you can lose a second game in a row. They've lost 8 games in the season. They're probably going to lose 20 to 22. So just consider that. Where are they going to lose 12 to 14 more games? It probably would come on a road back-to-back without their players on a scrappy revenge team short line. Pelicans plus 2.5 official. Top 2 plays, 9 words of lifestyle. Ride the wave or get out of the water. Jake, close them out, please.
Yeah, not just any revenge game. They lost by 41 fucking points, man. So you got to come back from that. They didn't have a few of their better players in that one. Definitely see a bounce back in that one, guys. For me, top play today, give me the Celtics. I got the socks on. I got the shorts on. My guy Shark has the hat on. Top play today. Let's make it 7 straight, man. Celtics minus 1.5 in the early game. I see the Celtics favorite covering in their first TNT game. Then I see the late night dog covering in the as well. So I'll be playing the Clippers personal play plus the points, 11, 10.5, whatever you want to call it. I'll also be taking the Pistons plus the 13, another personal play. And then I like the Pelicans as well with my guy Shark, guys. Let's get some cash. Ronald, appreciate you coming on, man. Y'all go and follow him on Twitter at UCapper. Follow my guy on Twitter as well at Sharks and Sports. You can follow me at JMoneyIsMoney. We always trying to get some cash, giving out free plays. Go and check out Wager Talk, the live odds screen. Go check out SportsMemo, all that good stuff, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Hit the like button, subscribe, and we out. Back tomorrow.